The Andover Huskies win their first state championship.
And good evening and welcome to Rebels Stadium for tonight's girls lacrosse game between number 6 ranked Champlin Park and Spring Lake Park. It is windy and the winds are blowing out of the east-southeast here at Rebels Stadium tonight. So across the field, no team's going to have a clear advantage in this one. You can see the Rebels getting ready to play. They're in their home white with blue numerals. Spring Lake Park on the road in blue with white numerals. Spring Lake Park 2-5 on the year and 2-5 in conference play. Champlin Park, they are 7-0 on the season and 4-0 in conference play. Champlin Park has run the table this year and some big wins on their resume this year already. They won their opener against Rosemount 9-7. You saw that here on QCTV. They had an 11-3 win at Wayzata, a 7-5 win at Edina, and then they were able to thump Andover here at Champlin Park a week ago, 15-2. Since then, they beat Blaine 20-2 on Wednesday. Champlin Park is playing great. Spring Lake Park, Grace Schmidt, their leading goal scorer, will be there to take the draw for the Panthers. And as always, Reese Hagenbart in the middle of the field for the Rebels. So we get started here tonight. Spring Lake Park won their last game. By the way, the draw controlled by Champlin Park. And beginning her run down the field is Lauren Schindelbeck. Schindelbeck's had a great year. You got Annabelle Johnson right in the middle, gives it up. Schindelbeck can't get his shot away. These two play well together. Annabelle Johnson, 19 goals, 23 assists. Lauren Schindelbeck, 18 goals, 8 assists this year. And there's a shot in the goal just like that. And the Rebels are on the board. And the first goal of the game is going to go to Lauren Schindelbeck, and it didn't take long. So for Schindelbeck, her 19th of the year, tying her for the team lead. And that goal comes 30 seconds in, so Champlin Park off to another fast start. They win the draw, they go right down the field, they get set up, they get a good shot. By the way, the goalie for Spring Lake Park down to our left, Jane Romaker, 1-4 on the year, 4.71 goals or save percentage. No goals against available. And Romaker, not much she could do on that one. That draw ultimately moves forward, and that's Elena Rail for Champlin Park. As the Rebels go to work, they get it inside again. There's a save by Romaker. That was a point-blank shot, and she was able to save it. And now she'll throw it out toward midfield. Long clear to midfield. Ground ball kicked around. Spring Lake Park trying to gain control. Peyton Scandred couldn't come up with it. Now here's Hagenbart. Reese Hagenbart goes right in and scores. Good run by Hagenbart. And just like that, Champlin Park has a 2-0 lead. Hagenbart, her 19th of the year. You can just see this run splits the defenders. They don't stop the ball. She was able to go around the defender and dunk that one in the net. And Champlin Park already up 2-0 in this one. Time of that goal, 1:07. And we've seen this a number of times this year for Champlin Park. They just get it rolling. We saw it in that win over Coon Rapids. Scored 10 goals in the first quarter at that game on the way to an 18-2 win over the Cardinals. This one goes into the defensive end, and it's grabbed by Champlin Park. Beautiful ground ball pickup. That was Schindelbeck. Gets it ahead to Annabelle Johnson. Good cut to the middle. And now it's Schindelbeck again. Champlin Park. And they get back to work here. That's Hagenbart, rail over there. They get it down low and out of the X position. To the near side, they set it up. That goes in on net, and the save there by Romaker. And now the clear picked up. Annabelle Johnson gets it ahead. Spinning around, shooting and scoring. Champlin Park. See it here. That is Ella Engstrom on the replay getting that one. Engstrom gets the goal, and Champlin Park has a 3-0 lead. Nice feed right in front of the net. And you saw it on the replay a moment ago, and that was beautiful play. And the Rebels, once again, rolling early here against Spring Lake Park. That goal comes at 1:57. And now it's Hagenbart again. Spring Lake Park needs to win a faceoff. Easier said than done against Reese Hagenbart, but they are going to control it here. And here's Schmidt, their leading scorer. Grace Schmidt down the middle of the field goes in, and that popped out of the net. They're not going to rule it a goal. I thought that got inside the post, but they say it got all post. The official was right there. Schmidt walked right in on Paige Hagenbart. Still 3-0. Rebels try and clear it out of there. Here's Schindelbeck. Schindelbeck moves it ahead to Rail. Rail at midfield, and she'll begin her run down. Rail's going to carry it to the goal line extended and beyond. Go behind the net. She has a chance to get out in front. Tries to hit a cutter and can't. Does find another cutter. Spinning around and shooting. That was Engstrom again. And a save by Romaker. Yeah, that was post. You saw the replay a moment ago. The ball picked up by Addie Dale. Here comes Spring Lake Park. They're going to run it the other way. Move it ahead quickly. Putting it on the ground was Eva Todd. Todd will go in behind the net. Champlin Park so aggressive defensively. That's one of the things. They score a ton of goals, but defensively they're great. Great catch at midfield by Reese Hagenbart. Beautiful grab on that clear. And now Hagenbart's going to bring it in, try to power her way to the front. Gets a shot away and scores again. Reese Hagenbart caught that at midfield, went all the way down and scored her second of the game. And Champlin Park leads at 4-0. Look at this run. It just would not be denied. Strong run by the sophomore Reese Hagenbart. Now has 20 goals on the year, and that leads the team. Time of that goal, 3:33. The Rebels look every bit the part. And they start so fast. They don't let teams hang around at all. Teams that maybe struggling a bit, they jump on them right away. The draw is still on the deck. Ground ball picked up. Annabelle Johnson gets it into the middle. Schindelbeck. Schindelbeck got a run right up the middle. Goes inside, gives it up. Beautiful give and go. And that's Annabelle Johnson, her first of the game. Wonderful feed from Schindelbeck. Great vision. That is as pretty a goal as you're going to see. Time of that goal, 3:50. 5-0 Rebels. Just catch and shoot. Once again, those two work so well together. And then you add Reese Hagenbart into the mix. Alana Rail. And then the great work that Miley Jurassic does as well. You've already got a goal tonight out of Ella Engstrom. Engstrom, a senior, has her 5th of the year. Champlin Park rolling 5-0. Not quite 4 minutes into the game. Another ground ball popped into the air, chased down. Spring Lake Park's going to get it. Panthers trying to get some zone time. This one into the middle, ground ball picked up. And running the other way come the Panthers. Good run here by Schmidt. Schmidt's a good player. I had a chance to see them play Osceola Park Center at home last week. They're able to win that game, one of 2 wins on the year for the Panthers. They beat the OPC 10-7. Ground ball picked up. They get it off to the left. Sophie Shimabukuro. Shimabukuro has it, one of their leading scorers, 10 goals on the year. Leader is Schmidt with 13. Shimabukuro runs into a Rebel, and I felt like that was maybe a charge. And it is going to be ruled a charge. And they're going to give it to the Rebels. And I think rightfully so. Behind the net, Ehrlichman, one of the seniors for head coach Jeff Johnson. Sam Hasbrook, the head coach for Spring Lake Park. Ehrlichman gives it up back there to help out Annabelle Johnson. Puts it on the ground, trying to run it down. Addie Dale along the sideline does pick it up and works it ahead. Another ground ball opportunity, batted forward. Out of bounds by the Rebels. Miley Jaraz couldn't control it. And now the Panthers have it. That's Greta Herzog, a senior. Goes to Paige Scandrett. And now it's stolen away by Champlin Park. Quickly moves it ahead. Another great catch by Reese Hagenbart. She'll go in. She'll shoot and score, third of the game. 3 already for Reese Hagenbart. And Champlin Park has a 6-0 lead midway through quarter number 1. Just a beautiful catch again on the run by Hagenbart. There's not much Spring Lake Park can do there. That'll be Schmidt right back at midfield against Hagenbart. As the Rebels try to move to 8-0, they'll have just 3 games remaining in the year. Wednesday against Centennial here. And then they'll host Breck and Blake to close it out. Champlin Park, another draw win. They go to work. This is Johnson. Into the middle, Schindelbeck, Hagenbart. I'll swing it over to the right side. Now it's Johnson in the middle. Looking for a cut. Johnson tries to dodge into the middle, gives it up. Off the crossbar. Picked up by Jurassic. She goes in and scores. She got the ground ball. Her first of the game. Miley Jurassic scores. Time of that goal, 6:12. 6 minutes, 12 seconds in. Rebels lead at 7-0. She just went around the corner, beat Schmidt. Got the shot away. The Rebels, they've got options. Now back to the middle of the field where Reese Hagenbart is just dominant. Ball goes up in the air and she's just got that reach advantage. That one's popped into the air, and of course Annabelle Johnson's there to catch it on the fly. She'll move it ahead. That's Callie Gunderson. Down to the goal line extended, tries to come to the front. Gets a cutter, side of the net. That's Jurassic. Gunderson couldn't handle it, but it's picked up by Schindelbeck. Schindelbeck works to the outside, right back inside, rail, a goal. Her first of the game. Time of that goal, 6:38. And as I mentioned, an earlier game this year on QCTV against Coon Rapids, Champlin Park scored 10 in the first quarter. They're well on their way with 5:22 remaining. They're already up 8-0 on Spring Lake Park. Champlin Park goalie Paige Hagenbart hasn't had a lot of company. Hagenbart this year 6-0 in goal, 3.33 goals against, and a .608 save percentage. You may remember she missed a game earlier this year. He was out with an injury, but back. And when she does face shots, she's outstanding. That save percentage over 600 for Lacrosse. Here's Schmidt. Schmidt being pushed to the sideline by Schindelbeck. Continues her run to the goal line extended, gets it to the cutter. Here's a shot, skips in. Saved by Paige Hagenbart. Quick outlet, Rail catches. She's going to move it ahead. Jurassic loses it. And I think they're going to reset. And Spring Lake Park's going to get the ball. They're indeed going to get the ball, and that's Shimabukuro. Sophie Shimabukuro going to go to goal line extended right. And set it up. Dominant start again by the Rebels here at home. Sun's out, a lot of wind, rain overnight. Don't expect rain till the wee hours. But now the latest says maybe a ½ inch to an inch overnight. When the rain comes, it's going to rain. Here's Claire Shimabukuro. That's on the ground ball on the far side. And Spring Lake Park's going to hang on. Running time in girls lacrosse, boys lacrosse, 10 goals. I'll send it to the outside. Champlin Park, 8 goals in the first 6:38 of the game. Shimabukuro trying to get free. She gets double teamed, tries to step through it. She's going to hang on to it. And that's outside the 12, so not a big deal. Good spot to converge. Shimabukuro is going to have it right at the 12, so the Rebels can defend this. She's going to try a run. Long shot, easy save. Paige Hagenbart. Quick outlet to her sister Reese. Beautiful. And now moving it forward. Jurassic, great speed. She'll go down behind the net. She's such a threat back there. She has a goal here tonight, trying to come out to the front, get a shot away. Couldn't get a clean shot away and then backs out. What a run by her. Here's Schindelbeck going wide. Rebels are going to get it back. Hagenbart's going to get it on the end line. Reese tries to get to the front, ground ball, battling for it, comes to the goalie. Jane Romaker's going to hang on. Clear it to the right, a little too far for Paige Scandrett. Then that ball goes out of bounds. Reese Hagenbart couldn't get it. Maybe she touched it out of bounds. Spring Lake Park's going to have it. This is Scandrett again. Goes to the goalie and now off to the left. As I mentioned a little bit earlier, Champlin Park, you look at the 8 goals, but defensively, they don't let teams breathe at all anywhere on the field. There's no easy run. There's no easy clear. And certainly, it's going to be very difficult to get someone in front. Get a good look at the goalie, Paige Hagenbart. This ground ball picked up by the Rebels. Eddie Dale, right back onto the attack goes Champlin Park. As they move it forward, that is Schindelbeck. Schindelbeck, goal line extended near his side. Now it's Reese Hagenbart. 3 goals already in the quarter. 1:30 to go. We'll get it down to the X position and back. Try to get to the front. Cutter in the middle. Catch. Shot and a goal. That is Annabelle Johnson, assist Callie Gunderson. Second of the game for Johnson. Callie Gunderson's going to get the assist. Unofficial, of course, but that goal comes at 10:35 of quarter number one. 9-0 Rebels. And now we're going to get some substitutions. Ella Engstrom's going to come off. Engstrom has a goal. And now Reese Hagenbart, another face-off, just dominating the face-offs. And huge part of this game. Face-offs, ground balls, goalkeeping. All big parts of this game. That one popped way into the air. Hagenbart fighting for it, and that's scooped up. Rebels have it again. Coming up on the final one, Schindelbeck. And now Johnson near side. Rail. Over to Hagenbart. I'll work it around far side. That was Drazic out on that far side. Drazic tried to cut in front, turned away. Good deep value, Spring Lake Park. Hagenbart couldn't catch. That was knocked away. Schmidt trying to pick up the ground ball. Rebels after another ground ball, and they have it. Annabelle Johnson coming up on 40 to go in the quarter. Goal line extended right. Champlin Park once again works it around. Still plenty of time to get a good look. Callie Gunderson gave it up, and another goal over there on the side. That is Lauren Schindelbeck. Her second of the game. She had the first goal of the game. So now it's Reese Hagenbart with 3. Annabelle Johnson and Lauren Schindelbeck with 2. That comes late in the quarter. There's a picture of Lauren on the big scoreboard here on the south end, and that's the end of the quarter. And Champlin Park puts 10 on the board in the quarter. And they're showing why they're ranked number 6 in the state. They have high hopes of not only returning to state, but going on a run at the state tournament. We'll be back. Quarter number 2 in a moment here on QCTV.
Positions, and you can apply right now.
We have a great relationship with the community here. We've had plenty of activities and outreach events over the year that are very well attended. We have little kids show up, we have all walks of life show up, and it's great to meet people where they're at and show them what we're about.
The City of Champlin is a wonderful and growing community, so we caught up with some of the officers over at the Champlin Police Department to find out what makes this community so special.
It's been incredibly positive. I grew up in the area, so even in my private life and now working here for the department, there's always been a very noticeable support for the police department here. You know, when you go out to lunch, people come up to me all the time, hey, we're thankful for what you do, you know, we appreciate you, all that kind of stuff, just great stuff to hear throughout your day. You hear a lot more of that than any of the negative stuff you might see on social media or the news that people like to push forward. You don't really see that here. It's a lot of support, a lot of positivity.
This is a workplace that is very much a family. Everybody knows each other. They've been around each other for a long time. So we look after each other. We know our kids' names.
If you are looking for a job in law enforcement, the Champlin Police Department, we are hiring. We would love to have you.
One of the most important aspects of the Champlin Police Department is being there for the community when they need us, protecting people, letting people feel safe and protected in their city. That goes a long way.
Once again, if you are interested in joining the Champlin Police Department, please visit the link on the screen.
And we are back. Quarter number 2. Champlin Park leading Spring Lake Park girls lacrosse tonight here on QCTV, QCTV.org, and of course our YouTube channel /QCTV. And of course archive games, etc. And it's been all Champlin Park in this one tonight. Reese Hagenbart leading the way with 3 goals, 2 each for Annabelle Johnson and Lauren Schindelbeck. 10 goals in quarter number 1. We switch sides. Jane Romaker will go down to the goal to our right. Spring Lake Park in blue with white numerals. Champlin Park, home white with navy blue numerals. And Paige Hagenbart will go to the goal down to our left. It seems as though the wind has let up a little bit. When I first got here at about 6, it was really howling. And still breezy, but blowing across the field. That draw controlled by Alana Rail. Rail has the goal. Ground ball, she gets it back. Schindelbeck now into the middle. Johnson over to the right. Into the game now. Carissa Gunderson. Now they working around the perimeter. Schindelbeck again in the middle outside the 12. Hands it off, Annabelle Johnson. So work to the left side. Look for a cutter, nobody home. And they'll retreat. Here's ball on the ground, and that's picked up by Miley Jurassic. She has a goal in this game. So work to the right side. It loves to go down behind the net and swing around just like that. Waiting for the cutter, comes into the middle, caught Carissa Gunderson, and bags it out of there. Couldn't get a shot away. She's being chased around the field a little bit. Melissa Makazak has it. Now Annabelle Johnson gets it inside, ball on the ground. Makazak couldn't control. And it's going to be Spring Lake Park ball. That's going to be Schmidt. Grace Schmidt has it. He's being chased. Jurassic knocks it away. Ground ball batted out of there. Fight for that ground ball. Spring Lake Park's going to get it. Peyton Scandrett came in there late. Was going to get it back, and now Schmidt. Schmidt's going to clear it into the middle. That goes off the foot of Shima Bakuro. And it's taken right back by Annabelle Johnson in Champlin Park. 2 minutes into quarter number 2. Rebels lead at 10-0. And now it's Lauren Schindelbeck off to the right, Alana Rail. Now goal line extended. That's Carissa Gunderson, 9th grader. Also Anna Pitson. Pitson, an 8th grader. And that's stolen away by Schmidt. Schmidt is going to run it up the field, get it into the middle, put it on the ground. Stolen right back, Addie Dale. Nice job on the ground ball. Here's Jurassic on the run. Jurassic's going to head toward the net. And chased out of there by Paige Scandrett. Good job by Scandrett to move her behind the net. That'll allow the Rebels to get organized. Pitson going to try to get to the front. Couldn't get a shot away. She spun around. Now further out. It's Lauren Schindelbeck. Ball on the ground, knocked away. We haven't seen any free positions in this game, and it's finally controlled by the goalie, Rollmaker. So going to clear to the near side. That one's jumped by Pitson. Pitson had it knocked away. Good play defensively by Shima Bakuro. Right back on the ground. Pitson gets it back. They're just excellent on ground balls. That's Johnson out of Rail. Further down, Jurassic. Now that's Pitson behind the net as they play catch. They work it around counterclockwise. Schindelbeck. That's Annabelle Johnson. Toward the 8 on the left. Spring Lake Park keeping them out of there. Just over 4 minutes into quarter number 2. Now it's Schindelbeck, right side. They try and clear it out. They get it behind the net. Pitson catches. Can't get his shot away. Good restraint, not forcing the shot as well. Turning it over. If it's not there, they're happy to back it out and try again. Rail. Works to the near side. That's Jurassic. Can't get out in front. Good D again by Paige Scandrett. Now they'll go around the perimeter. Coming up on the 5-minute mark. There's a shot that sails over the net. Melissa Makazak got it, fired it over the net, but Champlin Park had players deep, and they'll continue on that shot attempt. Pitson getting to the front. Can't get a shot away, and that's blocked out of there by Romaker. Romaker out of her net is going to gain control. Was in the circle. She was able to grab it. Now the clear out to the right. Ground ball. Almost grabbed by Dale. Dale stumbles. Spring Lake Park trying to get it forward. Another ground ball near midfield. Champlin Park gains control. They'll turn and run. Good run along the far side. There's Annabelle Johnson forced to the sideline. Before she went out, she got rid of it. And now she'll get it into the middle and Schindelbeck. Now it's Annabelle Johnson. 2 goals, Schindelbeck with 2. Hagenbart with 3. She's on the sideline. Carissa Gunderson goes around the net, gets to the front. Does she have room for a shot? No. I think this might be our first reposition of the game, and it will be. That stick came up high. And a chance for Carissa Gunderson. 9th grader, 3 goals, 2 assists. The goalie, Jane Romaker. Gunderson steps, shoots, save, Romaker, kicked out of there. Grabbed by Gunderson, another shot and a goal. Well, how about that? Follow your shot, got the rebound and the goal. We're in running time mode. Came at about the 7-minute mark. 11-0, that's right. Got the rebound in traffic, got a shot away, and a beauty up high. And now we're going to have Annabelle Johnson take the draw with Reese Hagenbart on the sideline. By the way, Reese, team lead in goals, or tied for the team lead in goals with Annabelle Johnson. They both have 21 now. Lauren Schindelbeck on their heels at 20. So Schmidt again for Spring Lake Park. Popped into the air. Ground ball. Controlled in traffic by Annabelle Johnson. Beautiful. Gives it up, Schindelbeck. Schindelbeck's going to go to work. We got a whistle. Under 4 to go in the quarter, running time. Champlin Park leading at 11-0. Treading over to the sideline, Rachel Cottingham getting a different stick, and will head back into the game. And that's Schindelbeck. Looking right into the sun. Now it's Annabelle Johnson near side. Cut her into the middle, couldn't handle the pass. And then a save by Romaker. Aubrey Unchuri on the field. And now Spring Lake Park begins their run. They got a good run brewing. Olivia Loricki, 9 goals on the year, had a couple in that game against OPC last week. Spring Lake Park's going to hang on. Peyton Scandrett. Just I mentioned the wind was starting to die down. It's picked right back up again. And now it's Shimabukuro. The ground ball back near the end line. Works her way toward the front. Once again, wind blowing out of the east. Shimabukuro tries to get free. Had it knocked away. Good defense there by Champlin Park. Schindelbeck with the play. Picks up the ground ball and now begins her run. Lauren Schindelbeck. 2 goals, 1 assist for sure. Probably more than that. But 1 for sure. Terrific feed on the first goal for Annabelle Johnson. Pitson into the middle, has room. Begins to run to the front. That one blocked away. And a good grab by the goalie, Jane Rollmaker. Under 2 to go in the quarter. Champlin Park put 10 on the board in the first. Just 1 goal here in the quarter, and that belongs to Carissa Gunderson. There's Gunderson with it. And behind the net. Rebels are going to set it up. Annabelle Johnson right on top at the 12, cut into the middle, Pitson the catch off the post near side. Schmidt the ground ball pickup. Spring Lake Park has it. Well, the old saying, the net's got to end somewhere and then hit the post. Panthers begin their run up the sideline. Under a minute to go, quarter number 2. This windy Monday night. Once again, rain overnight. As I mentioned, rain not expected till 2-3 in the morning. So maybe before you go to bed, you want to make sure the downspouts are in place. And then another ½ inch, maybe an inch of rain overnight. It has been a wet spring. Here's Rail near midfield. Good dodge. She goes to the right along the sideline, continues her run, just powers her way forward, being driven to the sideline. Got bumped by Peyton Scandrett, but it isn't going to matter. They get it in front. Pitson the catch. Can't get a shot away. Seconds remaining in the quarter. Rebels up 11-0. They get it into the middle, spinning and shooting and scoring. Alyssa Mackenzack, her 3rd of the year, right as the horn sounds. Goal at about 11:50, and it makes it 12-0 Champlin Park. Once again, Reese Hagenbart had 3 in the first quarter, 2 in that first quarter for Lauren Schindelbeck and Annabelle Johnson, and the Rebels well on their way, ranked number 6. They lead at 12-0. Quarters 3 and 4 coming up here on QCTV.
Yeah, I think the goals are high, expectations are high. I think the girls know that we have a talented squad. We're pretty well-rounded. We're good in the circle. We're going to be good defensively. Our outfield's probably one of the best in the state. We're going to be offensive-minded as well. So, you know, sky's the limit. We play good, tough competition. Northwest Suburban is the best conference in the state. So it's going to be one of those things where whoever comes out of there has got a pretty good chance of, you know, going to state and winning it all.
I'm excited for the group of girls we have. It's a lot of the same people as last year, so we have a lot of like already the connection built. So it's exciting to see like how different it'll be from last year, but still like you'll have the same pieces and same people obviously, so same vibes hopefully. I feel like we have really good vibes. I feel like we're very positive. We know that we can do it and we will do it. This year especially, again with the same people coming back. I feel like it's going to be a stronger connection, a stronger personality. So. I feel like my greatest strength is probably like my attitude. I feel like I work hard, push myself to be the best that I can. Yeah, just kind of working hard and keeping up, you know.
I think I'm really good defensively. I'm pretty quick in the outfield and I have a good arm, and also offensively I can hit pretty well. I'm super excited just to get started with our games and stuff. We've had a couple of delays, but I'm super excited to play with this team. We've been together for a while. We have a couple new girls, but I think it will be really fun.
I think, you know, when we look at it, it's like play good defense, solid defense, support your pitcher, make them fight for runs, make them struggle when they're up to bat, you know. Defensively, you know, making sure that we make the routine plays look easy and the hard plays look routine. Offensively, our strategy is to, you know, put a good swing on a good pitch, and just let what happens, happens, you know. Don't try to do too much. We'll play a little bit of, you know, small ball this year because we have fast kids, but we'll hit for power too.
Well, my name's Mike Bray. I consider myself a renegade historian because it's all self-taught. Kind of wound up joining the Champlin Historical Society, which was centered around our Dunning Schoolhouse from 1876. And I kind of just stuck with it since then, and been a lot of interesting people. We try to get information out to folks because this is kind of not many people anymore live, their families have always lived here. People have moved in, you know. I think in 1950 we were at about 850 people. So it's been quite a jump since 1950 to where we are right now. It was started up, I guess I would say, part of the bicentennial in 1876, where the group that put together the first big collection of stuff for Champlin, called Champlin on the Mississippi. And then when I joined, we got together and made up an updated version of that same book. This is probably a popular idea that I've had. One day I discovered that there was a gangster, a mobster, an old bootlegger that lived in Champlin. And what really struck me was the fact that the house, which still exists, was supposedly designed by Frank Lloyd Wright. Yeah, that's the way I felt too. What? And there was also a boathouse that existed. So, boy, I just dug into it. I think for the last 10, 15 years, I've been just doing that, you know, on the side. And we come up with a little presentation about the whole thing. Typically in the summertime, we try to do one, if not two. We have done in the past a historical bus tour of Champlin. And then on the other side of the fence there, it's definitely the other side of the fence, we do cemetery tour of both of our cemeteries. And the Champlin one is very old, you know, started up before we were a state, still a territory. The easiest way to do it is our Facebook page. You know, dial up Champlin Historical Society, and we'll show up there. We try to post all of our events there, of course, and then occasionally I'll toss in a story that we come across, something easy that people can kind of go, oh, that's neat.
three different boards we have, the ERC, the Planning Commission, and the Parks and Rec Commission are all wonderful sounding boards for residents to interact with these boards. They kind of work through the weeds per se on a lot of different issues before they hit the city council desk and for the council to make the ultimate decision at the end of the day. And I served several years on the Parks and Rec Commission. At the time, I didn't realize how valuable that would be to me and understanding the city process a lot more. So to me, it was a huge value now being mayor of the great city of Champlin. It was a great tool in my arsenal to be able to understand what these boards' roles are and responsibilities and what they do for our city. The ERC, the Environmental Resource Commission, a wonderful commission. We've had a lot of board members. We've had Councilmember Moe, who is now on nearing a 7-year council member, served several years on the ERC. This commission has 4 available openings. Some of them are ward specific, Ward 1 and 2, each have a couple openings, but we also have at large. So anyone in the city of Champlin has the ability to serve on the ERC. It's a great commission. Reach out to City Hall if you have questions or have interest on serving on that commission. It's that first step into City Hall and to be involved in your local government. I would say the Parks Commission is probably one of the funnest ones to be a part of. I really enjoyed my time, my several years on the Parks Commission. Still a lot of same commissioners on that commission that I served with back then. You get to deal with whether it's improvements to the parks, new additions to our programming or parks, and it really, you get to
And we are back, quarter number 3, number 6 Champlin Park, leading Spring Lake Park 12-0 at the half. It was 10-0 after 1, 12-0 at the break. 2 goals in quarter number 2. That was Grizz Gunderson, her 4th of the year. Then Alyssa Makazak, her 3rd of the year. Quarter number 1, Reese Hagenbart had 3, 2 goals apiece for Annabelle Johnson and Lauren Schindelbeck. Once again, Champlin Park leading at 12-0. They are 7-0 on the year, 4-0 in league play. Spring Lake Park 2-5 overall and 2-5 in the conference. They won their last game against OPC 10-7. Their other win over Coon Rapids 17-5. Champlin Parks run the table, and they have 3 more here at home. Centennial on Wednesday, and then the following Wednesday, Breck here, and then they wrap it up Saturday, May 18th against Blake here at Rebels Stadium. And the Champlin Park wins another draw, and they go to work. Rail gets it down to the end line. Now the Rebels go to work, try and get it to the front. Molly Jurassic gives it up to the cutter, putting it on the ground. Was Champlin Park, but they hang on to it. Absolutely dominated face-offs and ground balls here tonight. Rebels heading to that net down to our left. The goaltender, Jane Rollmaker. And coming out of there is Schmidt. Schmidt on a good run for Spring Lake Park. Schmidt, good run down the middle of the field. Gets it off on a right, ground ball batted around. Schmidt gets it back. Schmidt at the 12, turned away. Good double team. She's being hounded. Annabelle Johnson was out there. Lauren Schindelbeck coming in, getting a shot away. Paige Post. And that was saved by Paige Hagenbart. Long clear to midfield. Grab there. Ella Engstrom. Engstrom has a goal. That was the 3rd goal of the game, just 2 minutes in. Now it's Miley Jurassic. Going to go to the goal line extended. Miley's going to come around to the near side. Cutter in the middle, wide open. Big save by Rollmaker, and she'll clear it out of there. Clear to the middle of the field. Champlin Park battling for it. Everybody in on the ground ball, and it's grabbed by Reese Hagenbart. 3 goals, leading goal scorer in the game. 21 on the year. And now that one comes into the middle. Schindelbeck's going to run it down, but nobody around it. Champlin Park's going to set it up. Under 10 to go in the 3rd. score is 12-0. On your screen, you see 12-3, but it is 12-0 Champlin Park. If it was 12-3, we wouldn't be in running time. Rebels on the attack in their home whites. A lot of home cooking here at Rebel Stadium. That's Annabelle Johnson. Player falls down. She has Lauren Schindelbeck on her left. Gives it up on the right side, right back on the ground. Rebels are going to pop out of there. Goes Ella Engstrom. Engstrom goal line extended. Going to come around the near side and go back behind the net. This is Schindelbeck, and we have a whistle. And she's going to get it. She's going to get it on the 12, give it up on the right side, cutting in. Not able to get a shot away is Callie Gunderson. And the ball on the ground, and Schmidt's going to pick it up for Spring Lake Park. Grace Schmidt, junior. Coming up on 8 to go, quarter number 3. No goals on the board here in the quarter. 3 Rebels around it, trying to bat it forward is Peyton Scandrett. Champlin Park is going to get it back. Reese Hagenbart sends it into the middle. Annabelle Johnson is getting shoved out there, and now it's Engstrom. They work it down to the goal line extended. That one on the ground, back behind the net. Rebels control another ground ball. The ground ball wins. Here's Jurassic turned away. That's Hagenbart out on top. Now Schindelbeck. Going to work down to the left. Cut back into the middle. I love to go from the 12 inside to a cutter. Here's Rail. Rail has a goal in the game. And now Schindelbeck again. Stiff breeze blowing from across the field toward us. If there is an advantage with the wind, it would be for the Rebels right now in the third, a slight advantage. East-southeast wind, but mostly east, or straight across the field. So it's impacting both teams equally, I would say. Coming up on the midway point of the third, Champlin Park trying to get a good look inside. Get some others involved other than the regular playmakers. Into the middle, and that's batted right toward the goalie. It was almost an own goal, but a good save by Jane Romaker for Spring Lake Park. Outlet comes into the middle of the field. Ground ball. It's Miley Jurassic with another ground ball. So good on the fly. She's got speed. She's going to power her way in and head down that X position behind the net. Swing out in front. Or go to the goal line extended. Gets it to the cutter. There's a shot over the top. I think that's Cottingham with the goal, I believe. I thought it was 29. It is Cottingham. Look at the speed. Jurassic to Cottingham, the catch, shot up high and a goal. First goal of the third quarter is Cottingham. Miley Jurassic the assist. And you can see how thrilled she is. 13-0 Rebels. And that came about 6:30 into the quarter. With running time as we approach 5 minutes remaining in this quarter. But Rachel Cottingham gets the goal. And That's her first of the year. First of the year for Cottingham. And now Annabelle Johnson in the middle of the field. Grace Schmidt has taken all the draws for Spring Lake Park. And another ground ball. Annabelle Johnson picks it up. Here's Schindelbeck. Schindelbeck's going to bring in her run near the 12-meter fan over on the right side. Now further out, Johnson. Now Hagenbart in the middle. There's a goal scorer, Cottingham, first of the year. That's good stuff. Kim Fan with it. Gives it up, looking give and go play. Now to the side of the net, on the ground, scooped up. And taken out of there by Ella Engstrom. Hagenbart. It's it to Engstrom. Now further out. They'll play catch on the perimeter. Under 4 to go. Quarter number 3. All Rebels 10-0 after 1. 12-0 at the half. Now 13 rip. Here in quarter number 3. And that's turned over. Romaker has it. And that goes off a stick and a turnover. Too bad. Kind of handcuffed Vivian Campa as she turned around, couldn't get it. And now Schindelbeck. Johnson sends it further across. That's Cottingham. Cottingham will play defense. And then also a backup goalie, Paige Hagenbart, starting goalie. Annabelle Johnson's going to go to the X position. Get it in front. Nice catch. Trying to get a shot away, Callie Gunderson. Right back into the middle, ground ball. Rebels are going to run it down. But that was beautiful ground ball pickup by Schindelbeck. Three to go in the regular season. And it's on to section play. Champlin Park will be a heavy favorite. Section 7. Last year they got beat in the state quarterfinals by Edina, but they beat the Hornets this year in a regular season matchup. Right into the middle, ground ball, caught inside the 8. Rebels are going to clear it out of there. So they come up, get it into the middle. That one goes wide. Shot attempt there by Anchuri. This is Engstrom. That was Schindelbeck a moment ago. Hagenbart gets it into the middle. Ball on the ground. Batted around. Another ground ball opportunity. Spring Lake Park's going to grab it. Rebels right after it. Once again, they pressure the ball all over the field. They just don't give another team any breathing room. Annabelle Johnson in the middle of that. And now Spring Lake Park's going to get it to Olivia Lorkey. She'll get it to the goalie, Romaker. Romaker clears it out to the left. Grabbed by Schmidt. Nice catch. Schmidt moves it ahead and then puts it right back on the ground, batted forward. Rebels challenge back there. All over it, Addison Cordes for Champlin Park. Spring Lake Park's going to maintain control. Seconds remaining in this third quarter. It was 10-0 after 1, 12-0 at the half. Just one goal here in the quarter, and that was Rachel Cottingham's first of the year. Spring Lake Park to the attack, trying to get on the board. That one on the ground. Shima Bakuro can't get to it. And now it goes to the goalie, Paige Hagenbart. Her quick clear to Reese Hagenbart. You can tell they've worked on that a little bit. Well, sisters. Paige gets it to Reese beautifully in the middle of the field. Now Reese, a little bit too far. Rebels hang on to the ground ball. 3 quarters in the books. Champlin Park leads at 13-0, well on their way to an 8-0 start with 3 games remaining in the regular season. We will come back with the fourth quarter in a moment here on QCTV.
The City of Champlin would like to invite you to the Business Connections Network event. This event is free to local business owners. Take advantage of this great opportunity to network and hand out your business cards. In partnership with the Anoka Area Chamber of Commerce, this great event will be held at the Champlin, Mississippi Crossings Event Center on May 9th at 7:30 a.m. So be sure to get up early, get ready to network, and we'll see you in Champlin on May 9th.
This program is brought to you by QCTV, serving the communities of Andover, Anoka, Champlin, and Ramsey, bringing you year-round live sports coverage, community shows, and government programming. Tune in each week for new local stories, sports, and information in your city to stay up to date with your community. Make sure to follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Quad Cities TV and on X and YouTube at QCTV to stay up to date with your city and to never miss our live shows.
And we are back for quarter number 4, and head coach Jeff Johnson being serenaded during the quarter break with happy birthday. And that was fun. And smiles all around for the Rebels anyway. As they lead at 13-0 after 3. They scored 10 in the first quarter. 3 for Reese Hagenbart, 2 for Annabelle Johnson, 2 for Lauren Schindelbeck. Also scoring in that quarter, Ella Engstrom got a goal. Miley Jurassic put a goal on the board. Lana Rail scored in that. Quarter number 2 for Champlin Park, Carissa Gunderson added her 4th of the year. And Alyssa Makazak, her 3rd of the year. And then the only goal in the third quarter, 1st of the year, Rachel Cottingham. And we go to the 4th. Switch sides one more time. Jane Romaker will defend the goal down to our right for Spring Lake Park. Paige Hagenbart will defend the goal down to our left. And now the winds have let up a little bit. Sun's still out here as we begin the 4th. Right back to the middle of the field. You can see number 12, Grace Schmidt for Spring Lake Park. You're going to see someone else in there taking the draw for Champlin Park. I think that was Miley Jurassic in there taking the draw. Champlin Park ultimately controls. Hagenbart, another great catch near midfield. Reese Hagenbart, so great with that catch on the move. She's going to begin her run. Set it up over on the right side. Still the leading goal scorer in the game with 3. That gives Reese 21 on the year. Now the Rebels set it up down behind the goal line. Cut her into the middle. Ground ball. Fight for it. Grabbed by Carissa Gunderson. Gunderson toward the net. Jane Romaker makes the save. Romaker, just a sophomore, clears it off to her right. Put on the ground, and now Spring Lake Park sends it ahead to midfield. Nice pickup on a hop there. There's a run for Spring Lake Park. That was Sutherland. Spring Lake Park would, you would think at this point, would just love to get one on the board against the Rebels. The Rebels love to get a shutout. They have not had a shutout this year. They beat Anoka 17-1. They gave up 2 to Coon Rapids, 2 to Andover, and 2 to Blaine. They beat Edina 7-5, Rosemont 9-7. The Irish 7 goals, by far and away the most. Once again, Rebels have scored 13 tonight, but defensively, they excellent defensive team. Rosemont's a good team. They're ranked. As a matter of fact, in the latest ratings, they're number 9. Their only loss to Champlin Park. They play out of the powerful South Suburban, the likes of Lakeville South and Prior Lake. Good teams down there. Champlin Park with wins already over Edina and YZ out of the Lake Conference. That goes left of the net. So something that really stands out this year, no shutouts for Champlin Park. Ground ball picked up and back, and they get it to the goalie, Paige Hagenbart. Hagenbart clears it out of there. Ground ball. And Spring Lake Park gets to the ground ball. They're going to move it ahead. Here's Schmidt. Schmidt had it knocked away. Good play defensively. Now Schmidt has it again. Good speed. Schmidt's going to set it up over on the right side. Under 9 to go. We've had running time since quarter number 1. That one goes all the way across. It'll be Spring Lake Park ball. Sutherland goes to work. Actually, we're going to get a free position over here. If it is, it's a first for Spring Lake Park. It's going to come at the 12, so easier for the Rebels. Sophie Shimabakuro going to work it all the way to the left and knocked away by the Rebels. Good play defensively. Good use of the stick there to knock it away. Here's Miley Jurassic. What a run after a great defensive play. Miley's got a goal tonight. Gives it up in the middle, put it on the ground. Rebels trying to control near that 8-meter line. And it's right back in the ground. A little pushing and shoving. Spring Lake Park's going to get it. Quite a run by Jurassic. They send it all the way across. Here are the Panthers. They pick it up, move beyond midfield. Under 8 to go. That one into the middle on the ground, a little pushing and shoving, and it goes all the way in. And I think this is going to be a free position for Spring Lake Park. That was a push from behind for sure. It's Addison Cordes with the push. And now a chance for Spring Lake Park to get on the board. So we approach 7 to go in the game. And that's a goal. Going down low, Spring Lake Park gets on the board.
Scoring for Spring Lake Park, number 36, Kylie Dewar.
Kylie Dewar gets the goal. About 5:20 into the fourth. So it is now 13-1 as we approach 6 minutes to go in the game. So no shutouts this year. And this will be Grace Schmidt back in the middle against Miley Jurassic. You see 20 for the Rebels, 12 for Spring Lake Park. That one popped into the air, batted forward on the ground. Spring Lake Park's going to get it again. And now it's Peyton Scandrett. Shimabakuro Tries to go off to the right. Here's a chase after it. Eddie Dale battling to the sideline. Over on the sidelines. Spring Lake Park's going to come out of there with it. That's Schmidt. Schmidt finds a little breathing room over on the near side. Shimabukuro. Cut to the middle, draws a triple team. Long shot and saved by Paige Hagenbart. She was ready for that one. A pretty good shot. But Hagenbart made the save down low. And now it's Jurassic picks it up. She'll run forward and give it up. Here come the Rebels. Makazak. And now it's Gunderson. Or excuse me, Makazak still has it. Pitson with it. Now on the left. Into the middle. Here's Miley Jurassic. Under 5 to go in the game. Rebels leading at 13-1. Heading toward the net. Electing not to shoot. Gunderson wide open. A shot and a goal. Nice feed. That's Kim Fan. Nice feed.
Scored by number 11, Kim Fan.
Nice catch and shoot for Fan. Yeah, big smile there. Time of that goal at about 7:50. The Rebels now lead at 14-1. And I think that's the first of the year for Fan as well. Playing in her 5th game here tonight. Gets a goal. Jeff Johnson working in. Ehrlichman back on the field. Clock continues to move. Now it's Shimabukuro out there for Spring Lake Park. And Jurassic for Champlin Park. Spring Lake Park picks up the ground ball, and they're going to move it forward. That was Dewar who had the goal. Ground ball. A lot of players from both sides after this ground ball. Quite a crowd there. It was picked up and running the other way. Kylie Edwards. Allie Edwards. Works off to the right side. Ground ball on the ground. Picked up by Champlin Park. And out of the goalie and Paige Hagenbart. Good quick clear into the middle of the field. Put on the ground. Controlled by Fan, who had the goal. She gets shoved. Champlin Park's going to hang on to it. She got shoved down from behind. Could have been a yellow. But with under 2 to go in the game and Champlin Park leading at 14-1, we play on. Now here come the Rebels. Move to the front. Shot and a goal. Aubrey Churi.
Scored by number 27, Aubrey Churi.
And for Churi, she had 2 goals and 2 assists coming in. That's her 3rd of the year. And Champlin Park leads at 15-1. Champlin Park's going to go to 8-0. 5-0 in conference play. Spring Lake Park fall to 2-6, 2-6 in conference play. And as we mentioned, Champlin Park, all home cooking here at Rebel Stadium. Centennial here on Wednesday night, 7 o'clock. That should be a good one. And then host Breck a week from Wednesday, May 15th. And then close it out a week from Saturday against Blake here at Champlin Park. That'll be a late morning start. Pass inside, ball on the ground. Rebels trying to catch, can't get a shot away. Have it again. And Jurassic gets a goal. She wouldn't be denied. She battled her way to the front. And Miley has her second of the night. Well, Champlin Park, another goal. They lead at 16-1, and that is going to do it. We're not going to have any more face-offs. Rebels win tonight. It's all about quarter number one. Champlin Park led at 10-0 after one. Reese Hagenbart had 3. Annabelle Johnson had 2. Lauren Schindelbeck had 2. The Rebels led at 12-0 at the half, 13-0 after 3, and cruised to a 16-1 victory. And look, every bit a part of one of the top girls lacrosse teams in the state as they dominate again at home. But a big one coming up against Centennial on Wednesday night at 7 o'clock. Spring Lake Park, as we mentioned, falls to 2-6. Champlin Park goes to 8-0. Big thanks to our crew here at Rebels Stadium. Big thanks to our crew back in the studio, led by Ryan Mush. Always good to see everybody. And thanks so much for joining us. I'm Steve Thompson. Have a great night.